mind, there are foods and unfoods, kosher and not kosher. So in Mark 7:19, when Mark adds the parenthetical phrase, thereby Jesus declared all foods clean, Mark didn't mean that unfoods were now clean. Rather, Mark meant that Jesus declared all foods clean, even though the Pharisees, with all their traditions, were guilting people into believing that foods were now unfoods because they hadn't washed their hands properly. In Mark 7, Jesus is calling the Pharisees on their hypocrisy and sets the record straight. Pharisees, stop your hypocrisy, and oh, by the way, everyone, foods are still foods, even if you don't wash your hands.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Lakaha Kodash, and double honors to the men of Great Millstone, the elders and apostles, and to the rest of the brethren on down that's teaching and preaching the true doctrine of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Shalom, Bayatah Dawada, and to the Hakim and Akwata Sata Repent, Shalom to you, Mashayach. It's your Hakarab coming at you with a quick one. I'm going to try to make it quick. But you see what we have here, and the reason why I'm just going into this, because I just actually had some simple, I had some damn Jehovah Witnesses came and knocked on my door. Now, the last time these people came and knocked on my door, I gave them a belly full, I gave them a belly full of scriptures, but but it ain't about, trying to, it ain't about, the carnal aspect of it, It's about declaring and proclaiming the truth of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. See? So I really won't even say nothing to you, but today they knocked on my door and they get on about their business. And then I seen just a Jake. Jake was right along with him. He just looking simple as hell. Got on some 1963 civil rights hat on his damn head, looking simple as hell, man. Simple as hell. And that's what made me think about this St. Mark 7:19. Because that's how he looked. He looked like one of those simple motherfuckers that say, oh, yes, he made all things clean. He made all foods clean now. All animals clean now. And that's what made me think about this, because it's just simple as hell, man. Simple as hell. See, and these people don't understand. They don't get it. They don't get it. But you see what it says right here. Yahweh Shah declared all foods clean, and that's a damn lie. That ain't even what that verse say. That ain't even what that's talking about. It ain't even talking about food. But that ain't what that verse say. See, but let's get into these scriptures, and then we gonna go ahead and end it off. Let's get it. Let's get straight into it. Because this shit don't make no sense. It don't make no sense with these people. Where do they get this stuff from? But see, that goes when you're following the doctrine of the devils. They're going to Acts 10th chapter and try to tell you when the Most High showed Peter in the vision and let down all 4-footed beasts and creepy things and so on and so forth. And they think that was talking about food, but that wasn't talking about food. That was talking about Israelites. It was talking about men, first and foremost. But the men that it was talking about those that were of the circumcision, that you were told not to have anything to do with those of our people that was being common with amongst the heathens. Those that was doing the heathen things. See, that's what it was talking about. Basically, the uncircumcision, that you weren't supposed to have nothing to do with them. But it was saying what? That the Most High cleanse them through Yahweh Shai so that you can do what? So they can come back into the fold, so you can accept them, so that you can deal with them if they coming back into the fold. See, that's all. Ultimately, that's what that was talking about. But these people, with their false doctrines, they go grab that and say, see, this was talking about food. Then they go grab these other scriptures. See, this talking about food. See, so you can eat these things now. But we just gonna go through a few of these scriptures right quick, and then we gonna end it off, right? But let's go here first. Let's go to 1 Timothy, chapter 4, right? And I'm gonna read a couple. Then I'm going to go to 2 Timothy 4, And then I'm going to come back to 1 Timothy 4. 1 Timothy 4 and verse 1 and 2. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly in the latter time, some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. See, and who is the devils? We already know who the devils is. The Edomites. See, anybody that'll deceive you, but we know who the devils is. They the Edomites. Right? Speaking lies in hypocrisies, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. See, but let me go grab this. 2 Timothy 4. Verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine. And what is that sound doctrine? This true doctrine of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. They will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. And this is what our people have done. You have heaped to yourselves teachers having itching ears, meaning those that don't want to hear the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You want to be told whatever you want to be told. If you want to eat unclean shit, you're going to heap those teachers to you that's going to tell you, yeah, you can eat those unclean things now. See, our people is something else. Matter of fact, let me get this one. Let me grab this one. What's that? Isaiah 30 and verse 8. But 9 is the point. Now go and write it before them in the table, and note it in the book, that it shall be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of Yahweh. And when you tell our people these things that is written in the Torah, it's for their benefit, it's for their good. When the Most High told you don't eat these unclean things, it's for your benefit, because they can do more harm to you than good. Don't think you can sit back and just eat some abominable shit and then think ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Don't think that you ain't gonna get sickness and colds and all that old kind of shit. No, you're gonna get sick if you put these unclean things in your body. See? But our people are something else. Well, let me continue. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. And what is the right things that you're going to be telling them? The words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. See? But what it says, speak unto us smooth things. Those smooth things is those lies. See? That's what those smooth things are. Prophesy deceit. See? And that's what they want to hear. You want to hear deceit. You want to hear lies. Something that's going to beguile your stupid asses, instead of you repenting and returning back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Because he gave these commandments to us. It's for heritage. It's part of our heritage. People got to get that religious shit out of their damn mind. The commandments has been given to us as a heritage. It's our heritage. It's the things that you do and don't do. See? Our people are something else, man. They are something else. But as a matter of fact, let me grab this one and I'll come back to that, though. Come back to that 2 Timothy. But let's grab this one. Ezekiel. What is that? 33. And I think it's 30. Ezekiel 33. Con. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what the word that cometh from the Lord. Slakia, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that have a pleasant voice, and can play well on the instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not. And that's the problem with our people. They despise the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is for your benefit. But you would put away the sound doctrine, which is the doctrine of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and you will say you will believe some damn devils. Let's go back to it. 2 Timothy 4, and what it says, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust will they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth. What are they going to do? They gonna say, "Hey, yeah, tell us lies. We want to hear the smooth things. Don't prophesy unto us to see. Don't tell us the truth." See what they gonna do? And they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables. See, lies, basically. See, and that's what's their problem. That's what the problem is. So all that going into that Mark 7:19, and they're talking about, oh yeah, and Mashayach, well, Yahweh, he made it, he made all foods clean. The things that we was already permitted that we could eat, it was already clean. That's food. Food is something that you're allowed to eat. Something that you've been told to not eat is not food to you. See, and they did. Let's go back to it. 1 Timothy 4, and I'm going to continue at 3. Forbidden to marry and abstain, and commanded to abstain from meats, which Yahweh, now he's telling you in this time, what these motherfuckers going to do, he'll be telling you, oh no, don't eat no meat. Like you got our people that's over there at Demona talking about they vegetarians, don't eat no meat. Or we going back to how it was in Genesis. Man, you people wasn't even supposed to be over there to begin with. Y'all just going off, period. How you keeping the Passover if you abstaining from meats? Hey, I mean, going about to establish your own righteousness. Our people have did it then, and you're doing that same shit right now. Going about to establish your own righteousness, and have not submitted unto the righteousness of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Still doing that shit right now today. Being disobedient, man. You can't make this stuff up with our people, man. Disobedient all the way across the board. See, but these same individuals will say that they repented. How have you repented and you are still disobedient? I mean, willingly disobedient, not, ignorantly, not disobedient ignorantly, but you're disobedient, just outright, just disobedient. Willingly disobedient. Man, but what it says, which Yahweh had created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe and know the truth. For every creature of Yahweh is good, and nothing to be refused, if it be received with thanksgiving. And they will say, yeah, as long as you thank the Lord, you can eat anything. You ain't got to refuse nothing. You can eat everything. All his creations, his creatures is good. It didn't say it was good for food. It said it was good for how he created it. And what is it talking about when it says for all his creatures is good? What is it talking about? Let's grab it. Genesis 1, and let's go down to 21. Start there. And what it says, and power, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, created great whales, and every living creature that moveth. This is talking about in the waters, which the waters bring forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And Yahweh saw that it was good. See? And Yahweh blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth. See? So it's things within that water that you've been told that you can eat, and there's things in the water that you've been told that you can't eat. Right? So let's grab those waters right quick and come back. Leviticus 11. And let's grab it. What does it say right here? Leviticus 11 and 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever has fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. So what did he say? Whatever has fins and scales in the waters that he said that he brought forth abundantly, whatever has fins and scales, you can eat it. Whatever don't has fins and scales in the water, you cannot eat it. And all things that he created that are in the waters, they was all created good for what he created them for their purposes. See? But you can't eat everything. Everything is not good for you to eat. Now he told you here, what? And whatever has fins and scales in the waters, you can eat it. Whatever don't, what? Verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, and of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. Meaning everything, whatever don't have no fins and scales for you Israelites, you cannot eat it. It's abominable to you. You should detest it. See, you shouldn't say, "Oh no, he made all things clean. To all meats is clean now." That's stupid to even say that when that's not true. See, but that's the problem with our people. You have hearkened on to the doctrine of devils. Something else, man. And just simple, just our people just simple as hell. But let's get back to it though. Genesis 1:22. And Yahweh blessed them, and saying, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let fowls multiply in the earth. Verse 24. Well, I'll continue at 23. And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. And Yahweh said, Let the earth bring forth the living creatures after his kind, cattle and creepy thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And Yahweh made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and every living thing that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And Yahweh saw that it was good. See? So all these beasts and these cattle and these creepy things that he created, they was good for how they was created and for the purpose that they was created. But it didn't say it was good for you to eat any beast or any cattle or any creepy thing. See? You can't eat no spider. But it's another creepy thing that you could eat, like a locust or a beetle. A beetle is a creepy thing. You can eat that. But you can't eat maggots. They creepy things. You can't eat a spider. That's creepy things. So it's things you've been told that you can't eat among these things, and things that you can't eat among these things. See? But let's go to it. Let's go back. I'm going to grab this one. Deuteronomy 14. And what it says. Deuteronomy 14:3. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. You see what it says right there? So those abominable things, you're supposed to detest them. You're not supposed to eat it. These are the beasts which ye shall eat. The ox, the sheep, and the goat. And a list of other things that he said that you can eat of the beasts or of the cattle. See? Now when you come down to verse 7, he's going to tell you this. But then when you come down to 8, now you got a bunch of other stuff that you can and can't eat. But when you come to 8, this is 1. It says what? And the swine, because it divideth the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud. It is unclean to you. It is what? Unclean to you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their carcass. And what he say? You don't even touch it. See? So why would our people sit back and say, "Oh, well, see, it's unclean to you"? Now let's grab this word "unclean" right quick, and we go. I'm gonna grab it for a reason. Because if you eat these things, you will be defiled by these things that you eat. See, but let's grab it. Let's grab unclean and let's see what it say. Right, Tamar, and it says what? Unclean, impure, ethically, and religiously, ritually, of places. Let's come down. KJV translate Strong's. It says what? Unclean, defiled, infamous, polluted, pollution. Strong's definition. What it says, in foul, a religious sense, defiled, infamous, polluted, pollution, unclean. So you'll be defiled. When you eat unclean, abominable things, you're defiling yourself by eating them. See? Now when you go, let's go to it. Now when you go to St. Mark, the 7th chapter, let's go down to the 19th verse. They will read this and say what? And it says, because it entered, let's start up. I'll start at 17. And when he was Mark 7 and 17, and when he was entered into the house from the people, his disciples asked him concerning the parable. And he said unto them, are ye so without understanding also? Do ye not perceive that whatsoever thing from without entereth into the man, it cannot defile him? Now, is it talking about food right here? This is a parable. It's not talking about food. But because it just told you that if you eat any abominable thing, you will be unclean, meaning you will be defiled by it. So is this talking about food when it says that it cannot defile him? If you eat any abominable thing, you're defiled by eating that abominable thing. So is this talking about food? No, it's not. Right? But what it says, because it entereth not into his heart, but into the belly, and goeth into the drought, purging all meats. They read the scripture and say that they says that because why? Because they do this. They come into the word purge, right? And this is what they do. And that ain't talking about when it says they enter into the drought, meaning it goes into your, whatever you eat, it goes into your belly. But this is a parable. It's not talking about that you can eat something. It's a parable. It says something that you eat, it'll go what? Into your body. It goes into your belly, and then it casts out to the drought. Meaning you dump it out. You push it out. So when it says cleansing all meat, it's talking about he making a point pertaining to the parable. He's telling you that your body will cleanse itself of these meats when you defecate it. See, that's what it's talking about. It ain't talking about that he made these meats clean, these unclean meats clean. It ain't talking about that. But on top of that, this is a parable. It's not talking about food. It's talking about what you're being taught. You're being defiled by what you're being taught. But let's grab it though. Purging. It says to make clean, cleanse from physical stains of dirt, utensils, food, a leper to cleanse by curling, by curing, to remove by cleansing, in a moral sense, to free from defilement of sin. But you get the point. You get the point. See, so this is where they get that from, by saying, oh yeah, see, he cleansed all meats. So when it says purging all meats, they'll say he cleansing all meats. That's not what it's talking about. It's talking about, he's telling you the parable pertaining to what you're being taught. But in this parable, he's telling you that your body will cleanse itself of these meats that you consumed. That's what it's talking about, man. See? But once again, it's a parable. And this parable is talking about what you're being taught. You're being defiled about what you're being taught. See? And they know this, but then when they go teaching our people these false doctrines, these doctrine of devils, your ass will be hot out. You'll be seared with a hot iron. You will be defiled. Wow. And most of our people, you're walking around here simple as hell, defiled like a motherfucker, and don't even know it. Just stupid as hell. See? But let's go grab this one, right? Let's go get this. Matthew, the 13th chapter, right? And I'm going to go, let me see. Let's go 13, 10, and 11. And I'm going to jump down. Matthew 13, 10, and 11. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? See, why? What did he say? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. But to them it is not given. See? And I'm reading this for a reason. But let's let's grab this. 18, what I want? 13 and 34. And it says what? Matthew 13 and 34. All these things spake Yahushua unto the multitude in parables, and without a parable spake he not unto them. So that what he was reading, what he was talking about in Mark, the 7th chapter, beginning at the 19th, around 18th, 19th verse, that was a parable. It wasn't talking about food. It was talking about you, what you're being taught, that you go, that's what it was talking about. But let's go to it though. Matthew, the 15th chapter. And let's go to 10 and 11. And it says what? Matter of fact, we read it, we can start up a little bit. We'll start here at verse 9. Matthew 15 and 9. But in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men, not the commandments of the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, but the commandments of men. See, and what is it talking about? It's talking about the teachings, not the teachings of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, but the teachings of man. See, and it says what? Verse 10. And he called the multitude and said unto him, hear and understand. So what is he finna speak to the multitude? He finna speak to the multitude in a parable. But he telling you, listen and understand. Have wisdom and understand this parable. You see? And what he says, not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man. Now we already understood it ain't talking about food. It's talking about something else. But we already know that you can eat something and you can be defiled by it. If you eat something that's unclean and you got some unclean shit in your stomach, you have something that's defiled in your stomach. See? So once again, this is not talking about food though. This is a parable. Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man. Matter of fact, let me grab that defile, right? Just want to see what it's going to say, right? Defile it. It's not tamah, because you got this Greek word, right? It says to make common, right? To make Levitically to what? Pertaining to being defiled. It said to what? To make Levitically unclean, render unhallow, defile, profane. To declare or count unclean. Now, I just went to Leviticus and Deuteronomy, showed you that you can eat something and you will be defiled by it, right? But this is going into, this parable is talking about something else. See, so it's not talking about food here. But see what it says? Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defile the man, right? But let's jump down to 18. But those things which proceed out of the mouth cometh from the heart, and they defile the man. Talking about what comes from your mind, what you're teaching somebody. See? So it ain't talking about food, it's talking about what you being taught. See? For out of the heart, the mind, proceed evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornication, thefts, false witness, blasphemies. These are the things which defile the man, but to eat with unwashed hands defile not the man. See? But it ain't even talking about food. It's talking about what you're being taught, right? Let's grab it. Matthew, the 16th chapter, and let's go down to the 6th verse, where it says, what did Mashayach say? Matthew 16 and 6. Then Yahushua, let me see if I'm going to read up some. Yeah, I'll start at 6. Then Yahushua said unto them, take heed and beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees. And they reasoned among themselves, saying, it is because we have taken no bread. They thinking about, oh, see, he's talking about food. Yes, he said, damn, people talking about some bread. He ain't talking about no damn food. And he ain't talking about no damn bread. See, but let's jump down to the point, right? Well, you know what? I read through it. Verse 8. Which when Yahushua perceived, he said unto them, O ye of little faith, why reason ye among yourselves, because ye have brought no bread? Do ye not yet understand? What is he telling them? What is he speaking to them? He's speaking to them in a parable. And what is he saying? Do ye not yet understand? Neither remember the 5 loaves of the 5,000, and how many baskets ye took up? Neither the 7 loaves of the 4,000, and how many baskets ye took up? How is it that ye do not understand that I spake it not to you concerning bread? What did he say? How is it that ye do not understand that I spake it not to you concerning bread? He said, this ain't concerning no food. This ain't talking, I'm not talking about something to eat. That ye should beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees. See? But then understood they how that he bade them not beware of the leaven of bread, but of the doctrine of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees. And what doctrine was it talking about? Let's get it. It's talking about what? Teachings. What you're being taught. See? Doctrines. Let's see. Didache.
Strong's G 1322. Didache. Didache.
Didache. When it says teachings. That which is taught. Doctrine teaches concerning something. The act of teaching, instruction. In religious assembly, meaning an assembly of the Israelites, to speak in the way of teaching in distinction from other modes of speaking in public. But what is it talking about? It's talking about something that you're being taught. See? And that's what it was. That's what Mark 7th and the 19th verse, 7th chapter and the 19th verse was talking about, ultimately. It's talking about what you're being taught. It's not talking about food. See? And they run around talking about, no, he made all Persian, he cleansed all meats. That ain't talking about that. That's talking about when your body takes something filth in, it pushes it out. It purges the body of it. That's what it's talking about. It ain't talking about he cleansed all meats. Pig walking around with worms all in their body, and you niggas running around talking about eating it and thinking, oh, it's all clean now. Just stupid. And I'm going to end it off there. All praise be to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Hashem Rakah HaKodash. Shalom Yasharallah.